Zinphone reporting in. So, here's a question I want to ask today. Past couple of days, I've been watching several videos on my subscription feed. And I don't necessarily know on how I got onto these two particular videos that I will link in the description below, which has something to do with what I want to ask. I watched, at this point, these two videos are a compilation of epic fails and wins, or mostly epic fails. Now, since that you're here on the internet, I'm pretty sure you know that, oh hey, it's one popular type of video is to watch people do a lot of failure, you know, such as maybe throw a basketball, and instead of making the basket, they hit the person who is not even playing the game, or who's just right in the head. Okay, that is hilarious. Yes, you know, and unexpected, and it wasn't the intention, but it was like a 1 in a million shot, or even yeah. But here's the question that I got. Even though those kind of fails and funny videos are funny when they happen, what about the ones when it was inevitably going to happen? Like, another example, of course, would be maybe, okay, some people, I think some people like to do sometimes is just ride their bike straight into a lake. I mean, okay, I can understand that sometimes people want to do stupid things. I mean, I remember one time from high school, they were selling smoothies, and of course, you know that if you have a cold smoothie, you can get brain freeze. That's the only reason why I bought a smoothie this one day, because I felt like having a brain freeze. Not because the smoothies were good, not because the smoothie was a flavor that I liked, because I bought a smoothie because I wanted a brain freeze, and nothing but. Okay, so we can do stupid things, but then what about when there's but why do we do that? Now, unfortunately, this is not one of those, unfortunately, this is not one of those kind of videos where I would be analyzing, human behavior, or, reading up the psychology. It's more of a question video, because, really, I mean, on one of these videos, I was watching, like I said, some people wanted to ride their bikes right into a lake, and even though they didn't go off a ramp, they actually fell maybe halfway off of the dock or something. They, and then or this one video where, okay, another bike riding into a ramp thing. Okay, that's fine, but here's the thing. Even though he missed the ramp, or he kind of went on it and it fell or something, and he ran into not a fireplace, a barbecue thing. Well, from the trajectory that I saw, it looked like that he was going to hit it no matter what. Like, they didn't even move the barbecue out of the way. That way he wouldn't hit it if he went off the ramp. And at least at that point, I'm wondering, why do some people do some of these risky, stupid things? I mean, I've seen a video where someone tried jumping over a barred fence and didn't succeed or something, and I don't know if he broke his back, but I do know it obviously wouldn't have felt good when he hit his back and spine on the thing. Ugh. So, I'm wondering right now, why do we do that? And evermore so, why do we like watching? Now, okay, now, of course, I'm not the first person to ask this question, and I know there are videos out there where they actually talk about this, on why people find it funny to see other people in spontaneous pain and very, like, what the fuck moments in the videos, like the two I've linked below. You know, like epic fails. Because, you see, like, in fact, one of my favorite videos about that is from the Nostalgia Critic, where he talks about, do we like stupid? Or why do we like stupid? And, you know, then you got He-Man. Maybe I'll link that one too. But still, like, now, even though he discusses it, that, you know, like, and says that, you know, one reason why we laugh at the unexpected is because, you know, it's more that it's instinctively a defense mechanism, you know, like, whereas you either get scared or you laugh, but you laugh from the unexpected or whatever, but he'll explain it better, but still, why? Because, well, the why in this, like, when he talks about it, it's like when you're watching, he's talking about from the viewpoint when you are watching something. Now, most of the stuff we watch in movies, cinema, video games, videos on the internet, they're more often scripted. You know, I mean, like, well, alright. What was alright. The last time you watched a movie that had something hilarious in it, you didn't expect that, right? You know, like, or maybe you saw it coming, but as soon as the punchline came, you bursted out laughing. Okay. But in that movie, well, okay, whether it was a comedy or just something that, or whether it was a comedy or not, you laughed at it, and because, you know, you didn't expect it, but you knew you were watching a movie that was, you know, filmed. It had a script. People who worked on that script and made it, they planned on everything to happen. But what about one of those home movies? You know, or those movies that you just, like, that are just a random recording of a random party or festival, or somebody falling off their motorbike. Now, when I watch these, in my head, as a little headcanon, I always think of, okay, unless there's something that they show that doesn't turn out right, everything is okay, and everybody's okay the next day, and nobody's paralyzed or dead. But then there are some, but of course there are some where, like, you know, like, things are not necessarily alright. I mean, like, for one thing, like, you know, like, I've seen this one video somewhere, I think on Tosh.0, where, I don't know, these two people were arm wrestling, but the loser, who I think looked like was winning, lost by having that person's arm broken off. And I've even seen this one video where, I've even seen this one video that, like, I don't even know how stupid this person was. I think this guy was dumb, okay? But he just jumps right into a pool, face first, and the pool was kind of shallow. He walks out and he's like, do I look okay? His tooth is chipped! That is like, he's a dumbass! Dumb, just idiotic. I mean, what do you expect? Now I've seen another chipped tooth video where, I don't know, like, a girl's looking at her cell phone, and the one who was holding the camera just kind of taps, and the girl holding the cell phone has a chipped tooth because the cell phone chipped it or whatever. Now, of course, I feel sorry for her having a chipped tooth, but I don't know, the person who made that happen, who was recording, didn't mean for the tooth to be chipped. But that is an accident, whereas a guy jumping into a head-first pool, that guy intentionally went head first. And watching these kind of videos, like when something bad kind of happens, like when a skateboarder's trying to do a stunt, but he accidentally hits his balls on the railing or whatever. I can't be the only one who kind of mentally feels that pain a little. So, why do we do stupid things on purpose? Especially when we know what the bigger risk is. Now, and I can understand that there are also some stunts that, okay, there is a margin of error, and if I do it wrong, something bad will kind of happen. I may actually go and hit myself. I may hurt myself. And granted, yeah, with these kind of epic fail videos, we're going to be seeing all of the failed attempts rather than the successful ones. Whereas maybe that person has done those kind of stunts before, where they're just like jumping on rooftops, and they've done it time and time, like maybe tens of times before, but then this one time they fail and fall off and are short-winded. I mean, okay, all right, another experience from my high school days is that, all right, well, my one friend, who we will call Crow. Well, I don't know, one day she was kind of pissed off. I don't remember what I was doing. Maybe I didn't know. I don't think I knew she was in a bad mood. But when I kind of bothered her, after I tried greeting and maybe hugging from behind or something, next thing I know, she flips me, and I'm on the ground. I'm like, "Hey, Crow, how's it going?" What the fuck? That was awesome! Sure, some of the stuff is funny. Sure. Some of these funny and stupid things are fun to experience, but but when we see them, I don't know, one thing I'm thinking, one thing I think of is, I do not want to be in that situation. I don't want to, be, and I mean, I'm actually wondering, okay, I'm actually wondering, how, there are some movies and TV shows or stories that talk about, oh, humans in nature are evil, or humans in nature love killing each other, and we need to express that. And not the happy go time thing, not the happy go time videos, the Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, I'm talking about stuff like The Purge kind of movies and stories. Do humans naturally like masochism? That is a word where you self-pain, right? Or no, not necessarily self-pain, but just self-harm, or just seeing people get hurt. I don't know, I question it. And one reason why I'm watching it is all because, one reason why I'm watching it is all because, oh, I started it, so why not finish it? But I still cringe. So, I don't know, and I don't know, I just wanted to get this thought out there, and I don't know, maybe ask yourself, actually, well, yeah, ask yourself, if you're going to be doing a stunt, but there's a pretty big margin of error, ask yourself, should you really do it? Try thinking about that. But still, do we like narcissism? Is the human race narcissistic? Leave a comment below on your thoughts, and I don't know, maybe we'll find an answer. I don't know. If you'd like, I don't know, maybe I'll do a follow-up video for this, and I'll just talk about some of the comments I've written, then talk about some of the comments that question this. So, Zinthone reporting out.